Chapter 7 The Suspect.
After the orphanage burned down, there were a few survivors. 189 people were injured and 86 were dead. The FBI decided to talk to everyone they had survived. The FBI spoke to all the orphanage who survived except one. The final suspect was none other than Aiden, the misanthropic orphan who seems the most suspicious of all the others. They begged on him, but there was no answer. So they broke down the door and grabbed Aiden and arrested him. He only wanted to ask a question. The chief was very stern and yelled at Aiden to get him to answer, but it would talk. The FBI chief was getting fed up and began threatening Aiden. A specialist arrived to question the suspect. The FBI chief agreed and left him for 10 minutes. He took a piece of paper to write down some notes and began asking Aiden's question. He opened the door tank to see the inspection photos and then began talking to the suspect. He looked at the suspect and he had burns on his arms and leg and injuries.
You're injured by the burns. Did the fire did this to you?
Aiden still didn't answer the question, so the specialist changed the subject and raised his voice.
You don't understand. We're asking you questions. You have to answer them.
Still no answers. The specialist then decided to force him to answer if he did want to get trouble.
If you don't answer, then well, we have to erase your memory. No! Please don't do that! I don't want to lose my memory.
Aiden's stress level increased enormously and he decided to speak so he would lose his memory.
I don't want to be accused and lose my memory. So answer my question.
Aiden told him he could because he think he's saying it will get him into more trouble. It had now been 5 minutes and now the time the specialist was asking Aiden question. After several questions, Aiden decided to tell the man the truth.
They mistreated me, punished me, and even forcing me to talk to others. And I didn't want to, and they knew it.
Why haven't they been together for so long? Because they all broke up because of the danger of the past. 10 minutes passes and Aiden let go. After months of searching, the head of the FBI decided to find someone who could arrest the person who burned down the orphanage. One of her employees had found someone who could arrest the killer to avenge the dead and injured. He was a former killer hunter who had resigned not long ago. The chief wanted to know who it was. Obviously, the employees told her, but he didn't know where he lived or why he quit his job.
Chapter 8 Soon.